Hey everyone out there in Bloggerland, Josh here. Yep, it's really me. I wanted to let you know what happened to me today. If you couldn't tell by the title, I was in a car accident. It wasn't my fault, hence the title, I was wrecked. To best communicate how the deed went down, I thought about just what would be the best way to get this across. Because it's a little hard to write about how a car accident happened. Just ask my insurance adjuster. So I had a great idea. I remembered that I had this dry erase board and I could draw you an image, which of course led to an even greater idea. I'll just draw the whole blog. So here, Zoe, what are you doing here? What are you doing here? That's okay. You're always around when I want to do these things. Anyway, here goes. While I was at work behind the meat counter, it came time for lunch. Right around, I think it was about 1 o'clock. I walked out to my car in the rain. I usually read on my lunch, but today I needed to go get some gas. So I hopped in the car and made a left out of the parking lot onto Moser Road. The gas station I needed to go to is on Shelbyville Road. So I pull up to the light and make a right. Well, I was gonna make a right. My light was red, so I wait for the cars to pass so I can turn right. There's clearly a car coming through the intersection. And he clearly has a green light. So I wait. My eyes are on him as I hear some tires spinning on the wet pavement. That's when my eyes are drawn across the intersection and I notice this green Accord pulling out into the intersection to make what appears to be a left turn from Shelbyville onto Moser. Surely this person is not going to go right now. There's clearly a car coming and the light is still green. There's no way this person is about to turn left in front of trash. I mean, just kapow. I was front and center for a classic pull out in front of you because I'm not paying attention type car accident. But that wasn't the end. Remember, I'm not involved yet. I'm not down with physics too much, but I think there's some law about momentum, ricochet, inertia, or something like that. This is where that law applies. The oncoming Crown Victoria demolished the Accord, bounced off of said Accord, and was heading straight for me. And this is one of those movie-type slow-mo moments where you just think, is this really about to happen? And if I had really been paying attention, I probably could have put it in reverse and backed up. But it was one of those moments where you're just like, no. And then, skadoosh, right in front of my fender. However, that's better than the telephone pole that he would have hit had my car not been there. So, his car is clearly planted in front of mine, and mostly into mine. After I figured out that I was okay, I got out of the car and ran to check on the dude who slammed me. He was pretty okay, minus the airbag gash on his arm, and, well, he was clearly shaking. Then I ran over to the Accord, and I could tell the airbag was out and the driver was pretty hurt. I opened up the door, and there was this little old lady, and by old I mean 95 years old. Seriously, she was 95, really. I opened the door, and she was slumped over with her face buried in the airbag, and all I was thinking was, please don't be dead. Just be alive. I put my hand on her shoulder and raised her head up, and she looked at me and I asked her if she was okay, and she kind of nodded. But in the end, she was just really bruised and disillusioned. She wasn't really badly hurt. Her eye was pretty red, but I think that was just from the airbag. About that time, others had come to help out and the cops arrived, and they were pretty cool. There was also a friend of the accident, someone who was a friend of the old lady who was in the accident. She had arrived, and man, this lady was just crazy, and she was almost as old as the other one. She kept yelling to find out what had happened. Tell me what happened. She's my friend. And, well, that got to be super annoying because she would never calm down. Man, just calm down, people. She's not hurt. Just calm down. The ambulance showed up to bandage up Harry, the Crown Vic driver, and the old critter. The cops concluded that it was the 95-year-old lady who was at fault, and she's basically a 95-year-old version of Jeff Gordon. So, duh, I mean, it was clearly her fault. As for my car, well, just some minor damage. It's still drivable, and here are some pictures. And here's the other guy's car. Grandma's car is not pictured. All in all, it wasn't so bad, at least not for me. So that's it for this story. I hope you've enjoyed the show. Stay tuned. I'll have some more videos coming as soon as I have time to make them. Have a nice day.